Yeah, chosen ones, how we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Is it Saturday? I think it's Saturday. It feels like a Saturday. Yo girl chilling. It smells like really bad right where I'm sitting, and I thought about moving, but then I was like, but every square inch of New York smells like a garbage can, so who cares? Anyway, you have to take 2-3 showers a day here just to not feel disgusting like the city. It's amazing. It's amazing. You know, thanks so much for the comments recently, the likes, the new subscribers. Really feeling the love. I'm really feeling the love tonight. Can you feel the love tonight? He's feeling it. He's working, man. He's working. The weapon, or the verse today, is Isaiah 54:17. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Yeah! Let's go. Your girl got some coffee, because I'm blessed. Thank you, Jesus. It was a battle to get this coffee, I'm not gonna lie. It's always a battle. It's always a battle. It ain't ever easy. That's how God decides it to be for us, especially as the chosen ones. The chosen ones. But any child of God, you know, like we all doing the thing. We all doing the thing. I'm just saying, many are called, few are chosen. Y'all are todo están bienvenida aquí, okay? 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 I don't want to hear anything about this is the chosen one. What about everybody else? No, everybody is welcome here. I just have specific messages for those that are few that are chosen as well. Everybody's welcome here though, okay? 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 So today, I was sitting in my room and I was waking up and, you know, living my life and stuff. And I keep the window open because, I don't know, fresh air, that's cool. And, you know, don't want to be a cave woman, get that fresh air once in a while, you know what I mean? And, I like noticed that whenever I like try and stop weed, coincidentally, like people stand right outside the apartment building and just blast a doobie for like 30 straight minutes. And I thought about like, and I was like, okay, ignore it, like whatever. But it's been happening recently, like quite a bit. Like last night it happened. It's been a current thing, and I'm like, but I'm really trying to quit weed, so like. And it was actually I was trying to ignore it this morning, but it was literally getting to the point where I was sitting in my, like, apartment, and, like, I was gonna finish the rest of Pulp Fiction, because you know how Pulp Fiction is, like, a lot to digest because of how many big characters and, like, actors there are? So I was gonna save the Bruce Willis part for today, and the Christopher Walken was, like, I forgot, like, I didn't forget that he was in the film, but, like, he just, like, shows up in such a strong viewpoint in the middle of the movie. It's like, what? Like, I don't know, like, I definitely got my, like, John Travolta and whoever plays, Samuel L. Jackson plays Marcellus Wallace, and, sorry, Samuel L. Jackson, my bad. And I got, like, that last night, and I watched the point up to, like, did you just pay $5 for a milkshake? Like, I got to, like, that point in the film just about, but, I was like, gonna watch the rest of Pulp Fiction, and, like, the Bruce Willis part where he's, like, talking about his watch and stuff, and like in the hotel room, and the girl or something, and finish the rest, and I was like getting nauseous, like from the weed, like legitimately, like getting like sick to my stomach, like from the stanky weed. And I was like making jokes out of it at first, and I was like, but like really though, like I'm so glad I don't have to like wake up and like put like lab creations in my body. Like weed nowadays isn't even like weed. Like if I could go back and like smoke weed in the 70s, like I would do that for a little bit probably, because that was like actual like real herb. But now like what they're smoking, like it was making me sick to my stomach. I was getting nauseous, and like it was wafting into my living room. And like I don't want to say I've always lived in low-income housing, but it's kind of been a thing where it's a part of the culture for people to like hang out and talk outside of the apartment building. And either like in my old apartment in Oregon, the neighbors below me, we had a like good relationship or whatever too. Like they were really nice, and we always just spoke in Spanish to each other. And I would ask them if they like saw anything strange one time, like when somebody broke in, and like they had my back and stuff, but they would always smoke cigarettes, and it would like waft into my living room when I'm like in the middle of my like pasta and like lasagna. I'd be like, I didn't this is a little bit too much pepper, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then I was like, oh my God, I was like kind of frustrated that it was happening again this morning. And I literally just like, what? Okay, you know what? Like, I'm gonna add this to like my day and see how, like, infiltrate it. Because whenever there's an issue, like my personal, is there a thing coming? What is that? Okay, street cleaner. Oh my God, God is so amazing. He keeps talking to me through jerseys, people wearing jerseys recently, and I'm seeing numbers on jerseys. God keeps talking to me that way recently. So beautiful. I just noticed that recently. Yo, look at this street cleaner dude. He's killing it. Yo, another boarder. Oh my God. What a cutie pie. That guy's working, yo. He's working. Is it Saturday? I feel like it's Saturday. But yeah. Yeah. Into the van. This board matches my koi fish tattoo. Pretty cool stuff. But yeah, I was like seriously just sitting down to like finish the rest of Pulp Fiction. I was gonna do some art, like painting and stuff. And then like, I just like was getting sick to my stomach from like the degenerates outside smoking, like letting it waft into my living room, like literally straight into my bedroom, like. And I thought about like yelling out the window and being like, do you mind? But then I was like, I don't care enough like to interact. Like, I'm just gonna close the window. And because I noticed, like, I feel like that's like that devil like manifesting and being like, weed, you want weed on a Saturday morning? And I'm like, no, I don't. I think so. Thanks, Sadie. Thanks for checking in on me. Thanks for offering me your temptation so I can glorify God instead. So, yo, I was like, okay, let's just integrate it. Like, my personal approach to things in life is like, if you can't, kind of like that saying, if you can't beat them, join them. So like, integrate it into the day. So I was like, I could get upset right now, like, but I had to leave the apartment because I was getting nauseous. I had to like leave my apartment to go get fresh air because like they were infiltrating and contaminating my like living room and bedroom with like freaking weed, and then it has like grabba, so it's like, it was stanky. It was making me nauseous. So I guess I'm just gonna keep that window closed because people are degenerates and can't like smoke at a park bench. They have to do it inside of an apartment building. Like, what is going on? Like, so I am sharing this message with you today that, you know, it might not be weed that the devil tempts you with after you quit smoking, but this is an example of how the devil does manifest and will be so sneaky, honestly a little sophisticated in how he manifests in so many different ways, to tempt us to go back to our old ways, because they hate, I'm very aware that my enemies of progress and haters hate the new me, you know, like where I'm like kind of sober, honestly. I mean, yeah, I don't really desire like any substances, like other than water. Coffee's addictive enough, okay? You know, like that's enough, and I gotta deal with like, you know, doing all that. Okay, all right, boys, looking real good. Men in Black, what's up? Yo, do they know where the aliens are? Are those the real Men in Black? Do they know Tommy Banks and Will Smith too? So yeah, coffee's addictive enough, but like, take this into your own life, like in some way or another. You see how like the weapon formed against me is like weed, kind of a thing. Like, it is kind of like a weapon. It's a substance. It's like them trying to like, it's like the enemy like tempting me with what could be a weapon against my own body. So whatever it is in your life or in your day-to-day, like something comes across your path and it's a temptation, like just remember Isaiah 54:17. No weapon formed against us shall ever prosper, because we have God's love in our heart. So, you know, breathe in the day. Be like that bird flying up on the subway thing just now, and taking a nice deep breath of how beautiful every breath is. You know, try and quit the complaining if there's any complaining going on. Try and quit the complaining. I understand it might make you feel a little bit better, and venting is, you know, there's for sure. I understand that, but the more you feed the negativity, the more power you do give it. Just want to say that. Street cleaners! Oh
yeah, and I also wanted to say too that anytime that somebody tries to like when the enemy is sent your way to like tempt you or do something to delay your progress, sorry, delay your progress, actually God allows the enemy to send their little like mongrels that like come creeping in and like, I'm gonna like do something to him or her today, and like I don't like how close you're getting with God, so I'm just gonna like come along and do something like sneaky and like mess them up. Remember that God allows that to happen because he knows it's actually gonna elevate you if you don't allow it to tempt you. It's a test. Every single day, like every decision you make, I don't want to like freak you out, but it's kind of like a test. Kind of low-key, like God manifests in so many different ways. Like we don't even know how many times he's saved us. Like, so a day with God is a day saved from a headache. You know what I'm saying? Like the more you pray to God, you're not just being a good daughter and a good son of Christ. You're doing yourself a favor to keep your sanity. A day where you're praying on your knees, like that's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful, and you're saving yourself so much. Like honestly, yeah, I'm gonna go back to it and say headache, because when we even like give any entertainment or any little inch or any leeway at all to what the devil's got planned, then it's just everything gets tangled up like a really tangled web. And when we follow Christ, like the web is just orderly and organized and neat. It makes sense. And it's persistent. You can count on it. It's God. It's this orchestrated synchronicity of events with God that's almost, you can, after a certain while, if you develop gifts like hearing and seeing, you can, man, I got my van super dirty. I can't keep anything like super clean after a while, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's like, yeah. And God loves it when you like confirm things with him too, and you're trying to hear his voice and you confirm. God loves that. God like wants to be closer to you and wants to hear from you like all throughout the day. And sometimes I wonder if I'm bugging him. I'm like, hey God, how's your day going? How's things going in India? Like, I know you're everywhere all at once. Like, I'm like literally like, sometimes I'm like, let me just take it easy today because I know God's having to deal with a lot. And actually the other night I was walking into the living room and I was thinking to myself, God, I wonder what you think about how you know, how the world has evolved from like the very beginning of time. Like I was thinking about how he was here when there was just nothing and it's like a void. And I was like, huh, you know, I wonder what it would feel like to be here when it was a complete void and then to see what it is now. And I kind of got this like sense that he was saying it's not good. He's like, I'm not happy with it, or something like, it's not looking too good. Like, and then I feel like the other YouTubers and stuff are saying that God is coming back and Jesus is coming back, and I believe that with 100%. So I also wanted to make this video and of course like share a little bit that, you know, every day like a lifestyle of repentance is key. A lifestyle of a daily prayer with God and checking in, and because I do believe that Judgment Day is coming, because like we are in the end times. You know what I'm saying? Like I think we all kind of know that. We're like I think I was like in a little bit of denial for like this week because I saw all the YouTube like titles and stuff, and it was like a great shaking is coming, or prophetic word, like, and about this and that, and like kind of like, you know, there were just like the more natural disasters and plagues and diseases and like all of that. It's kind of all connecting the dots. So, you know, just realize that God is always, always, always there to hear your voice, and he judges your heart. He judges your heart, boy or girl. He judges your heart. Tu corazón, yeah? Yeah? So come to him genuinely, authentically, talk to him. Let him know that you love him, that you want him to come into your heart and transform your life, and you'll see it happen immediately. It's beautiful, and I really encourage that. In that this timeline, that this message resonates over a timeline as well. I pray and encourage that for you as well. And just keep in mind too that
you know, anytime that the enemy like comes and tries to attack, little dog, it's literally a way to elevate yourself, and God allows them to be sent your way where they think they're going to delay your progress, but really it ends up elevating you. So joke's on them. And we're always just going to keep going up and up and up the chosen one. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We're just going to go up and up and up. So, like, for example, the benefit of that guy, like, whether or not he was sent to, like, tempt me to smoke weed or something. I don't know why. It's, like, the cutest thing to see men, like, driving trucks. Like, I don't know. Sorry. I don't know. They just look like they're, I don't know. There's something, like, dope about people working hard, and, like, you can just see it in the city all day long. You know what I'm saying? And they just look so, like, I don't know. It's like a fishbowl. Like when it's like those trucks like over there, it's like a fishbowl like that they have for the windows and stuff. Can you guys see what I'm saying? Where's that truck? Yeah, right there. It's like a fishbowl. You know, like it's such a big window that they have to look out. So I love seeing that. But you know what I'm saying? Like just know that anytime the devil sent your way to bring you down, God's actually allowing that to happen because he knows it's just going to elevate you. So for example, the way that is benefiting my day, benefiting it's benefiting my mood because I got to go out for a ride. I was getting so nauseous in my living room. I was like, okay, I'm going to go get some fresh air because I'm being poisoned in my own living room. That's cool. And that I think that they weren't sent by some of the gang stalkers or something. Because like, why was he standing there for like half an hour just smoking a doobie? And I was like, oh my God, like I'm getting sick to my stomach. And so now this is cool because I'm getting new background of like the gym or whatever. Is this Blink? Yeah, this is like Blink gym. I don't work out at this gym, but maybe in the future. Who knows? Life's short. And I'm getting some fresh exercise. I get to see life. Like I like to just come out because New York City's entertainment just sitting on a curb. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone's out and about. Like everyone's like literally like enjoying themselves. That's the thing. Like if you come to New York, it's not for the faint of heart. It's really not for the faint of heart. Because most of the day you're breathing out of your mouth, trying not to like inhale city fumes, like sewer fumes, like people are like shaking cups, you know, like trying to like get some coins and cash, and other people are coming up to you trying to like, you know, you go to Times Square and other people are like, everyone's trying to sell you something all the time, so you gotta like learn how to like put boundaries up, and it's a great city to come and learn how to make boundaries for yourself, honestly, but it's just the most city like that's like popping and alive. Like I can't imagine. Unless God called me to, I really couldn't imagine living anywhere else, because everywhere else would just be so boring compared to here. And I love how much diversity and culture is in New York. It's absolutely breathtaking. Every single day is exciting. Just that's the thing. People think you have to have a lot of money to live here, but really most people living here are just happy with what we have, you know? And we got clothes, we got some clothes on our back, and we're able to like feed ourselves as much as we can. But in the Bronx, man, like it's cheaper out here. It's cheaper in the Bronx. I seldom go into Manhattan. If I'm going in Manhattan, it's for an open mic. I really like the Brooklyn open mics, but the commute from the Bronx, this is the subway, you know. The commute from the Bronx to Brooklyn is it's a trek. It's a trek. It's a legitimate trek. You got to be prepared mentally for that commute if you're doing that. So, you know, like I'm pretty darn ecstatic for how this morning is starting out and stuff, and just grateful for like what I have, like realizing that I have what I have, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't have like a penthouse in Manhattan, or like I don't live in Chelsea or whatever, like third-year art student, like, or something. Like I'm like, I don't know, I'm proud of like my choice of state to live in. Like I kind of think that there's nowhere else that's better than this city, and I'm kind of like falling in love with like the city like all over again, because like Saturday mornings like in New York, like it just feels magical. Like there's, oh, you know what it is? I know what it is.
I'm getting excited for fall in the city. I've always wanted to spend fall in the city, and in New York, like autumn in New York, you know. And I came in November last year, so I kind of missed autumn, I would say. So this is my time to like live that dream, and I think that's why I'm getting so excited, because I can feel fall coming, and I got like my sweatshirt on, like, you know, like kind of like more fall clothes and like beanie, and like I love fall, and like, you know, those kind of clothes and like coziness and like pumpkin spice latte, all that stuff, hot cocos and stuff, like pumpkin bread and like pumpkin pancakes. Anyway, like pumpkin. So yeah, just take heart in like anything that comes your way. It's God allowing them. You know, it's like, you know, temptation or someone trying to delay you or an enemy or someone even mean mugging you. Take heart and like leap for joy, because that was what God was saying, is like, that's how we know that they see the light in us, and that means that we have like great rewards for us in heaven after this life, for enduring like the hate as a believer in God and like glorifying Him every day. So anytime that anyone's even like mean mugging you or like, for example, yesterday, like this lady, like I have my board with me or whatever, and I stopped in at last story, and we'll jump off here, and I hope everyone's having a great Saturday, by the way. I was just paying a friend back $5, and he works at the bodega, and he said, oh, okay, thank you, yeah, no problem, thank you. And it was a super quick interaction. I just wanted to go in, pay him back, and then head out and go home and make dinner. And the lady right next to me like bulldozed the conversation halfway through. I don't know why people like need to make themselves known. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are so weird. And I was just like, I was in the middle of like paying him back, and then she's like, give me a pack of smokes, and like was like really kind of like abrasive, honestly, about how she wanted the service right away. And I almost like said something, but I was like, whatever, like this is the city, like I gotta pick my battles. Like there's gonna be, yesterday was one of the roughest like city days I've had in a minute, but it's what made me kind of fall in love with the city all over again, because you can just see how many people are. There's 8 million motherfuckers in this city, yo. We're all just getting by. Like, it's amazing. Well, some people have it like really good with like a lot of money and like have a penthouse in Manhattan, which like good for them. Like, I like living in the Bronx. I like how a bag of chips is 50 cents here, and you can't find that in Manhattan. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like that the coffee at the bodega is $1. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna find that like pretty much anywhere else, especially 2023. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I really appreciate that about life. Here, life here. Yo, street cleaner! Alright, but the last bit of the story here before we log off for the day, and I hope you guys have like a really fantastic Saturday, like full of productivity or relaxation, whatever it is you choose. God bless you. And the lady was like, first of all, like, yeah, she's like really like abrasive about how she wanted service, like, but he and I are in the middle of like a process of me just like paying him back, and it's like super quick. Like I was like, hey, I'm just paying you back, like, thank you so much. He's like, yeah, if she just like waited like a little bit of patience, like she would have had his full attention. But like I mean, like he and I are like pretty like close too, like pretty we're buddies, you know. Like I go in and like kind of like clean the store sometimes and like do merchandising, and he gives me a discount on groceries. So pretty cool. Like, that's community, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to be able to do that in Manhattan? No way. Like, that's what I'm saying. I love like my Bronx, and like oh, thank you, Jesus. And she just like had to say like her comment like before I left, and I was like, and he was like, you're not gonna stay? And like, he's like, oh, you don't want to stay and hang out for a little bit? I was like, I'm sorry, man, like I've been out all day, I gotta go home and make dinner. And he's like, okay, yeah, no problem. And I was like, yeah, see ya. And then she's like, haha, well, that's your car, and like was referencing this, and like laughed at me and was like, yeah, that's your car. And then I was like, I just like went along with it because I thought it was like kind of cute and true, and like I didn't realize that I think she was throwing shade a little bit, because she didn't seem very nice about it. She was like, it seemed like she was teasing me, and it seemed like she was abrasive. It was like, give me a pack of smokes in the middle of like me, you know, paying my friend back and the bodega owner back and stuff. And I was like, huh, yeah, like it's my car, that's right. I just like went along with it. Like, that's what you do with like haters. You just like follow the flow that they're on and let them believe that, you know, you're like, huh, yeah, that's right. And then
I realized later, like, it kind of did get to me, because I'm like a little sensitive about the fact that I like don't have a car. I don't know why, like, I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people have a car, but in New York City, like, you know, whatever, it's like New York City, and like, I've always lived in a city, and like, you know, sometime like I'll probably go check out London, like I probably won't need a car like when I'm doing that, so like, I'm gonna be a traveler, and like, I don't like to have to pay for cars and stuff, but it still kind of like hurt my feelings that she was like poking fun at me, and like, I was only in the store for like less than 30 seconds, and she was like side-eyeing me with my board, and then she was like, then she like bulldozed the conversation, was like immediately like, you know, like, give me a pack of smokes, and then like, I'm like, give it to me now, because I'm trying to get home, and she was like so kind of like a little, you know, pushy and rude to the guy, and like, and you know, and then she looked at me, she's like, sorry, and I was like, no, it's fine, like, we're all just, and I didn't even finish my sentence because I knew she was being like pushy and abrasive, and I was like, no, it's fine, we're all just, and I was like, I just like didn't care. It was the end of my day, I just wanted to go home and make dinner. I hadn't even gotten groceries yet, but I was like on my way to go get groceries, to go home and make dinner. I hadn't eaten anything all day, I was starving, like, I just like wasn't putting any attention to her, but she's like, ha, that's your car, and I was like, yep. So like, you know what I'm saying, like, people, like, I take heart in the moments where people like feel triggered enough by my presence, and like, so I'm saying for you too, like, take heart in those moments where people are like going out of their way to make you feel bad because there's something in them that they have to deflect and project, like what's going, like they have to deflect what something's going on in themselves they don't like enough, that when you come along it brings it out, so they have to like kind of attack you for it, you know. It's like this psychology, like little like manipulation mind game stuff of like, I was literally in the store for less than 2 minutes, like in and out, like super quick. And I was like, okay, God, like that was funny. Like that girl, like that, she was like an older woman too. And I was like, I don't know, man. I was just like, I'm gonna take heart in the fact that she like had to like tease me and stuff. And it you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like off base, like to say like, haha, that's your car. But she was like, she was kind of like being a certain way about it. You know what I'm saying? And like, I could feel the energy, and I was like, all right, well, yeah, maybe it is my car. It's like a way I get around. Like, stop teasing me. Like, what's your issue? Like, I'm in here 2 seconds and paying my friend back. Like, people have to go out of their way to make you feel bad when you come along because you was so hot. You was so hot and you're doing so well that they just gotta like say something to bring you down. So take heart in those moments. Like, that's just an example. But that's basically the vid, you guys. I love you guys so much. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Sincerely, have a fantastic Saturday. You know what comes next. Stay safe. Stay blessed. Stay chosen. Peace.